You know the saying, politics is local. Well, every seat in the Vermont House of Representatives and the Senate is up for election tonight, so a lot to talk about there. Local 22's Devin Bates joining us live in the newsroom with an update on some key races. Devin, you have been looking at these races really all week. We talked about this last night, and we do have some people winning tonight in the win column.
Yeah, Lauren, we begin in the Chittenden 8-3 district, which includes Westford and parts of Essex. Now, this is an update from the last hour. Incumbent Republican Bob Bancroft has lost his seat. Democrat Alyssa Black takes home 50% of the vote. Bancroft is in 2018. She was a vocal advocate. Black, I should say, was a vocal advocate for a waiting period on handgun purchases in Vermont after her son Andrew died by suicide in 2018, hours after purchasing a firearm. I also want to dive right into some of the numbers we're seeing in the home district of House Speaker Mitzi Johnson. She is holding on right now in Grand Isle, but it is a very slight lead in a tight four-way race for 2 seats. Now, Johnson is looking to be re-elected for a 4th time, and Republican Leland Morgan is also seeking re-election. They're in that position with 83% of precincts reporting, but as I mentioned, a sizable amount of votes are going towards newcomers on both sides of the aisle in Michael Morgan and Andrew Julo. Let's hop over to the Rutland district now. 3 Democrats, 3 Republicans, and 4 independent candidates vying for 3 Senate seats. 2 of the 3 incumbents are in this race, and right now they are holding on. Republican candidate Joshua Terenzini also positioned for a seat as well, but 13% of the precincts have yet to report their totals. Meanwhile, for state senate in the Essex-Orleans district, 2 seats up for election. Incumbent John Rogers remains underwater here. He's in last place right now, out of 5 candidates, with 64% of the precincts currently reporting. Now, his fellow incumbent senator is also in a position to lead. Republican Russ Ingalls currently in line for the 2nd spot with a sizable lead this evening. In the LAMOILLE district House race, we also have a winner declared, as we mentioned in the last hour. Republican Heidi Shorman overtakes Joe Sable Courtney. All the votes are in that one, much like we saw there in the Chittenden 8-3 district. She's re-elected to represent her district in the State House in Montpelier. And before I wrap up here in the Chittenden district, I want to give an update. There's 6 seats available, 13 candidates running. As it stands now, the 4 Democratic candidates and 2 Democrat progressive candidates are poised to win, including Acacia Ram, who would be the first woman of color in the state Senate. Lastly, it also appears Vermont will see its first transgender House member. Taylor Small is positioned to secure one of 2 House seats in Winooski, along with incumbent Democrat Hal Colston. Live in the newsroom tonight, Devin Bates, Local 22 News.